Hi guys, and welcome to the round breakdown for the core space firstborn. If you're new to core space, check out our Kickstarter page. We've got the real basics of core space in 2 Let's Play videos from Beasts of War, 1 full game and just a couple of round breakdowns. This is going to focus on the elements that are very specific to the firstborn. But otherwise, let's delve in and enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm a couple of rounds in, complete. I'm just about to go into the 3rd round. So the first thing I've got to do is the hostility phase. So I'm going to advance the hostility tracker, and I'm going to pull an event card. A random exhaust fires up. Oh great. Mark it with a 3D exhaust counter. All characters within 2 inches of the exhaust are immediately attacked with 2 combat dice and knocked back 2 inches. While active, any characters that move into or out or 2 inches of the exhaust suffer a 2 combat dice attack. The exhaust remains active until the end of the next round. And there's some other information on there as well about how you can stop the exhaust. Okay, so let me just pick a random one. So roll your chance dice, and yeah, of course it is. There we go. So here's the exhaust. This is now firing up 2 inches within this area. Luckily I've got no characters next to it, but it does mean that this area is kind of blocked to me. But that is essentially the hostility phase. So the next thing is to go straight into the trader phase. I think that based on where I am here, I've got Cassie. In fact, pretty much everyone's kind of together in this room. There's been a drone arrive over here, which is slowly on its patrol route, and I've avoided that, so I'm not the focus of any attacks at the moment. Balcor's been in this room and he's had a little search and picked up a cool little engram here, which enables him to, if he gets in a bit of a jam, he can flip that over, and it gives him a shield of 3 and a shield of 2 in the consecutive rounds before being discarded. So I think I'm going to start with Cassie, and I'm going to use an effortless action to move into base contact with this arc. I'm going to have a look at what the contents I've got in here are. Okay, so let's see. I have got... Okay, so basically what I've got here, I've got this really nice Dyson spike. Good for a close combat of 3, but I can also throw that as a grenade at medium range, which is really cool. But it's also worth 8, so I might not want to throw that as a grenade unless I really need to. Pop that in here, I've got some space. I've also got this cool engram, which is a phase engram worth 5 UA. And this is a pretty cool one because I can absolutely use that to phase through a wall. If I get in a jam, I can actually walk through a wall, which you've never been able to do in core space. And then I can only do it once and it's turned over, but then I can still sell it. I can sell this almost like an artifact for 5 UA, so we're having that. And I've also got this nice little Dyson rod, which is how they store their energy, which is worth 3 UA, so I'm holding that as well. That was a good little cargo crate. I'm having all of that. Pop the lid back on, pop that in place. So I've spent an effortless action to make base contact. I've spent an action searching the crate. This is going to be active, but it's going to be off by the next round, so I'm going to kind of want to work my way in there if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. That stops me from... I'm out of the way of that fire, so that's fine. So that's Cassie done. The next one I'll activate is... I've actually got Hopper in contact with a wall here, and I want to do some mining, so I'm going to activate him, and I'm going to spend an action to mine the wall and grab one of the minerals. And I got this one here, which is the most common. There's a lot of these in the bag, so it's worth 2 UA, or it's got the green mineral, which allows me to construct items that have got that or a combination of that on it. So I'm going to take that. Not worth a lot, but very useful. My second action, I think now there's a drone point in here, so I don't want to go in here, so maybe I need to work my way. I'm just going to go, I'm going to have to come out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stand here, and then maybe I can mine this room over here. Next, I'm going to mark that room with a mined counter to say that that has now been mined. Okay, so that's Hopper. Next, I think I'm going to go for Wade. Wade's kind of shiftily hiding behind this pillar, and I think the first thing he's going to do, because I was going to charge him in here, but now this is active, I'm going to actually just make a general search in that room. Let's see what I got in here. I have got, oh, interesting. I've got an artifact, or part of an artifact. This is this is worth 4 UA if I sell it on its own. If I've got 2, this is a 4-piece one. If I've got 2, I can sell each part for 5, which is not too bad. If I've got 3, I can sell each part for 7, and if I've got all 4, which is kind of rare, I can sell each part for 12 UA. So I've got some space at the moment. I'm going to hold on to that, pop it in there, and I'll probably keep that between missions and see what else I find. So that's his first action. His second action, I think I'm just going to get him in position, ready to do what I wanted him to do before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to use an effortless action just to tuck him in here. He can still shoot into that room if he needs to, and that's Wade complete. Balcourt, okay, I think we've got this main area here covered, so I'm going to just run him up here. I'm going to see if I can get in and maybe search and do some stuff with this room. There's also a little arc at the top of there that I could search. So 1, 2, 3, 4. First action, second action, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, start moving towards there. Effortless action. Now, that's my trader phase done. I've still got Balcourt in line of sight of a drone point here. So if I spawn a drone point here, that's it. The hostility tracker is going to jump up to the next level. I'm going to be spotted, and whatever's on the board and subsequent rounds is going to come for me. Anyway, trader phase done. I'm now going to go on to the firstborn phase. So the first thing I'm going to do for firstborn, check the hostility tracker. I can see that I am going to spawn a drone. So I'm going to roll. Yes, I have a drone, but it is at 3, which is perfect for me. So right in this little room here, I'm going to pop that into 3. Okay, so not much going on as far as the activity. I've only got 2 drones on, both over here at the moment. They're now going to patrol. So this one here is going to scan. There's nothing, no enemies within line of sight. So it's then going to move to the next patrol point, 4 to 5. And when it gets to there, it's going to scan again. And again, it can't see any enemies or anything here, which is fine. This drone is going to do the same. It's going to scan. There's nothing in that room, and it's going to move to its next patrol point, which is around where this one was, which we already know is going to scan. So I think I had a 50-50 chance. I've been really lucky there. I can spend the next round without any sort of interference, as it were. So the next phase is the NPC phase. I have no other NPCs on here at the moment. There's no wormy things going on or anything, so there's nothing to happen. Nothing to see here. So finally, I just have the assessment phase, where I would, resolve any effects on some of the characters and things. There isn't, so all I need to do is remove my activation tokens, and then I'm going to pop myself into round 4. Okay, so into round 4. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a peg in the hostility tracker. One thing I have done, I've put the event card for the exhaust from the last round, and I've just popped it in a couple of pegs on here to remind me that when I next advance the hostility tracker, that is actually going to remind me to remove this very annoying exhaust fume fire thing. So, okay, but I do need to draw another event card for this round, so what have we got? Choose a trader. A portal appears 2 inches from them in a location of your choice. You can either step through it and be scattered 5 times, after which it closes, or leave it hanging there, in which case it immediately spawns a drone. Then the portal vanishes. Right, well, I don't want to spawn a drone. I'm not sure I want to be scattered 5 times, but okay, I'm going to choose... I'm going to choose Balcor, I think, because I don't really like the idea of being scattered into this fire. So here we go, let's find out where I end up. So we're going to make some rolls. Oh, okay, that's not a good start. Okay, and then again, okay. My God, where am I going to end up? Here at the moment. Oh, back one. Oh, well, look at that. I've ended up in the room that I wanted to go into, so okay, that was a result, that's fine. Okay, so that's hostility phase over. Now it's time for the trader phase. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to activate Wade, and I'm going to see if I can get him to this sleep chamber here and search it. So I want to avoid this fire, which I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's his first action. My second action is going to be to search this chamber. So let's have a butcher's at this. Bum, 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 bum. What have we got? Let's see. I have got, okay, so I've got this great Dyson drawer, which is fantastic. This will allow me to absorb hits from the from firstborn attacks. So the first hit of any hits on the dice is basically popped onto here and allows me to absorb those hits up to 5. At which point I can sell it for its value on the back plus any of its counters it's collected. If it absorbs another hit though, it will explode, and it will explode with combat dice equal to the number of energy that it has absorbed. Alternatively, I can then throw it like a grenade, in which case I will get attacks equal to that energy. I've also got a nice little skill potion. And I've also got, I've been bitten, unfortunately. So yeah. So the big rockworms that live on these asteroids. There's lots of larvae which are kind of like crawling around in all over the place in the walls. When you're mining, you can get bitten. You find it inside their arcs and sleep chambers. So I'm going to get bitten with 3 combat dice here, and unfortunately, it's a poisonous bite that ignores armor, but it has some strange effects. So let's have a look. I take 1 hit, which is not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. So I'll put that over there. I then discard that, but before I do that, I flip it over and I can see here that it has a benefit of giving me a health of 2. And what that does is, it's not immediate, so I'm going to take a couple of these and I'm going to place it on here. And in the assessment phase, when I remove my counters, I will be able to benefit from gaining those 2 health. So I put 2 counters on the back of Wade, basically. That'll be quite interesting. Now for Wade, I haven't got enough room to carry all of that stuff, so I'm going to put the artifact back into this chamber, so that I'm not, I like the idea of the big money, but right now I'm going to take this, which is really effective defensive tool, and offensive if needed, which is great. Wade's still got an effortless action left. I think what I'm going to do is, if a drone spawns over here, he's going to get line of sight. So I'm going to spend an effortless action to put him prone. So I'm actually hiding behind this chamber here. So that's Wade done and sorted. Next, I'm going to send Balcor up to this cargo crate over here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't quite reach it. 1, 2. And he's going to be able to search that in the next round. Okay. I'm going to... there's a drone in this room over here I want to avoid. I'm going to... I might actually send Hopper over here to mine. He's got no armour, so I don't really want him in combat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and an effortless action into that room. I can't do anything else with him, but he can mine that room next turn. I will then... I've just got Cassie left, and I think I can't send her in here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop myself up here next to this chamber in anticipation of a surge, but I want to try and avoid the fire. So I'm gonna catch it just on this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now I spent 2 actions in that fire, so I'm going to take 2 hits from that. My armour will help me, so 1. Okay, so that's a hit. And 2. And I'm fine. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so that's not too bad. And that's Cassie spent out. So that's all my traders spent out. Next is the firstborn phase. Okay, so on this round I don't spawn any drones, which is fantastic. So I'm going to just activate the drones that I've got, and I'm going to move this one. It's going to scan, can't see anything. He's going to move to this room, and then he's going to scan. Now, Wade is prone, so he can't see here, and Cassie's hidden behind this pillar, which is fantastic. This one is then going to scan this room, nothing to see. Move over to here, scan this room, nothing to see. So very luckily, or maybe not luckily, I'm kind of still in my stealth mode, just not quite being detected yet. So that's great. NPC phase, there's still no NPCs or worms or anything on the table, so the last thing I need to do is go to the assessment phase. So I'm going to make my characters remove my activation tokens, and when I remove Wade's, I'm also going to remove one of those, and I'm going to replace one of his health back. Now, I'm even now because I lost a health from the bite, but I've still got an activation token sitting on Wade. So next round, I'm going to benefit from that poison. It's actually going to take my health higher than his allocated current character skill level, as it were, and that'll stay in effect for this particular game. So in this case, it was a benefit getting bitten. It's not always a benefit. Okay, so that's that. The next thing we need to do is move on to round 5. Okay, so we're in round 5. I'm going to start with a hostility tracker, and I'm going to move that up. Now, this card here has reminded me that I can basically remove this, so I'm going to pop that off. That gives me a little bit more room to move around in that room, which is good. And I'm going to advance the hostility tracker, and I'm going to see what we've got. Early bird. Choose a random sleep chamber and place a liege next to it. Oh, great. Both my sleep chambers are in this room. The liege will scatter once per turn until the hostility reaches inspection. The liege will be alerted like a drone if it sees a trader. Well, that's a bit of a shame, really, because that's going to shift the hostility up immediately. So, random one, it's not going to make a lot of difference. Right, okay, so it happens to be this one here. So I'm going to put this one right here, and I'm going to immediately advance the hostility tracker. So I'm going to go straight up. We're now jumping all the way through to the inspection level. It's really no point me creeping around anymore, so I'm going to head into the trader phase now, ready to be a bit more offensive. So here we go, trader phase. This liege is going to have me. These drones are going to come in this room, are going to have me. I'm also possibly going to spawn another drone and a liege. So I need to kind of take offensive action as quickly as possible. I think that, well, I've got Wade here, so I'm going to start and I'm going to activate Wade, because he's going to have to spend an action to stand up, but he is holding a breech rifle, and I am going to spend an ammo, which goes into the hostility. First shot of each round is the hostility, and then I'm basically that's going to give me 3 dice. So I'm going to do that. Let's see what I do. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, that's not going to cut it. I'm going to, and I've only got an effortless action left. I haven't got a weapon expert skill that allows me to shoot as an effortless action, but I have got a skill that will give me a free ranged assault. I only got 1 skill point, but I'm going to use it now. So I'm going to spend a skill point to get that extra attack, and I'm going to burst fire the breech rifle. Okay, so that's 2 ammo, but it does give me 1 extra dice. So here we go, come on. Yep, that'll do it. Straight out. So let's put that over there. Okay, but that is Wade completely spent out. Next, I'm going to activate Cassie, and she's going to try and take out as many of these drones as she can. She has got the stubborn skill, although actually she can shoot as an effortless action as well. Okay, so she's going to spend 1 move here. 1, 2, 3 to here. That's her first action. And I'm then going to shoot this drone as... actually, I like to keep all... I could spawn enemies here, couldn't I? Keep my enemies in front of me. I think I'm going to shoot this drone over here. She's got a Quell's Fury, so I'm going to get 3 dice on that. And we're going to take that drone out. Yep, thank you very much. Some good dice rolls. And she's got an effortless action left, and she has got the weapons expert skill, so she's going to spend her effortless action. She can make a ranged shot with that. Forgot to take my ammo last turn, but I'm going to take it with this one. And I'm going to take a shot at that, and miserably failed, so that's fine. So that's Cassie spent out. Right, okay, so Hopper is going to make an effortless action to make contact with the wall just here, and he's going to mine the wall. And he's got an orange this time, which is a little bit better, worth a little bit more UA, not a lot, but it's got the it's the orange mineral, so that's it's more rare basically. So there's not so many of those in there. That will allow me to hopefully craft something a little bit more interesting. I'm going to mark that room as mined, and then how much space has Hopper got? And he's got no armour, so I might just make a general search for that room as well. So let's do that. So I'm going to also make a general search of that room. Let's see what we've got. I have got a photon shifter. This is a pretty good little item. This gives you the ability to use what is effectively the skill Fade to Black just once, and which is going to be quite useful for getting yourself out of trouble. It allows you to move at any time, and also then not be able to be targeted for the rest of the round. He's got space, so he's going to hold that. That might be a useful little item to activate. But that is basically Hopper done. Balcor is standing next to a cargo crate over here, so he's going to grab that and he's going to give that a little search for his first action. Let's see what he's got for now. Okay, he's got... There's another artifact here. I should have kept that other one. I've got some fibres, some fibril that's pretty good. These are really good for helping like repair anything really, and they can help your repair costs for your ship as well. And I've also got one of these little flasks, and this one gives me a health benefit, which is always useful. And I can carry... I can't carry it all. Health is worth 3, and this is only giving me 5, but I've got then the space to hold another small item. So, and I've already got rid of that other artifact, the jigsaw kind of piece, so I'm going to put that back in the cargo and leave it there for another day. Okay, that's his first action. His second action, I'm going to have him go 1, 2, 3, 4 and effortless into this room here. Okay, so that's the trader phase done. It's the firstborn phase now, so what we're going to do is I'm going to roll for a drone. Hostility tracker says that one is definitely going to arrive at random location. Roll, and we're going to get one at 5 here, which drops down right back behind Ariana. And then also we're going to roll for a liege, and yeah, unfortunately, right up there as well. So we've got a liege arriving at 4 over here. Okay, so activate. Starting with the highest rank, which is the liege with a rank of 2. The first thing the liege is going to do is going to attack the nearest trader. So this kind of drone's in the way, but so is this cargo crate here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first action. Second action, he is going to roll some dice. So the firstborn from rank 2 onwards, they roll their normal combat dice, in which in this case the liege is rolling 2 for a ranged attack. But they also roll the knowledge dice at the same time, which takes an effect. So let's do that. Okay, so the first thing is going to happen is I'm going to take 2 hits, one as absorbed. So this one, so Ariana's actually health is going down pretty quick. Also, we have the warp result as well, which effectively picks Ariana up and throws her in the direction of the arrow and the number. So in this case, the arrow is kind of pointing in this direction, so it's kind of throwing me back a bit. 1, 2, 3, and also laid prone as well, which is kind of annoying because it's going to spend I'm going to have to spend an action to stand up. Okay, so the liege had 2 actions, moved once, and then second was the attack. That's the liege's turn over. We've now got the drones. This drone is nearest trader. Well, line of sight first of all is here, and he's not really getting any cover from Wade. Is not really getting any cover, so that drone is just going to shoot Wade. Then there you go. that's a hit, so that goes down. And we've also got this drone here. This drone only gets the 1 action because it didn't need to move or anything. This drone over here can't see anything, so it can take a move action towards the nearest trader, in which case Cassie. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it can now have its attack. So it is going to roll its dice for attack, and luckily Ariana's didn't take any damage from that. Okay, so that is the NPC phase. That is the firstborn phase for this particular round. Next is the NPC phase. Still no NPCs, other NPCs on the board at the moment, which is fantastic. So finally, it's the assessment phase. So in the assessment phase, I will clear off here, remembering that when I clear Wade, I've still got 1 of these left, which will give me back a health, which is handy because I just lost that. Kind of cool, getting bitten in this instance. And then that is the end of round 5. Okay, so we are well over halfway through the hostility tracker now. We're just going into the hostility phase now. And the hostility track's going to advance, and it's going to put me straight into wake protocols. So I'm going to put that in there now and draw an event card. We've had the Trueborn chamber arrive a few rounds ago, and that's just been sitting there over in this room here. But what will happen is that I will then roll now for the Trueborn to actually arrive. So that obviously is going to add in the main boss of the game. So I want to be really kind of closer to my ship at the moment, because my characters currently in their career are not really strong enough to take on the Trueborn yet, as far as the campaign's concerned, with just a few games in. So yes, I've placed my peg in the hostility tracker, and I'm going to draw an event card. So wake protocols. This inspection to cleanse, so basically we have got a rockworm arrives at a random wormhole. Any characters within 2 inches of the rockworm are immediately attacked with 3 combat dice. Any character who is standing directly on a wormhole is swallowed whole and removed from the mission and campaign. Never stand your traders on wormholes because of that very reason. The rockworm remains in play until it's defeated and will attack all characters that move into or out of its 2-inch area with 3 combat dice. Wow, okay. Right, so I'm going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to roll some dice. Number 1 will be a trouble for me. Everywhere else is going to be fine. 4, which is right here. There's a drone on here. I don't know if you can see that here, but there's a little drone standing on this rockworm. So I'm going to flip this over to reveal the hole. I'm going to place a rockworm on top of here. That drone is gone, swallowed whole, disappeared, which is kind of handy because I've got a lot of activity on here on the board at the moment. I've had a bit of a tough time of it. Most of my traders are low on health. I've got Wade, who's defeated over here, and I'm low on ammo as well. So I'm going to see what can happen here and do the best I can. So I am going to, in the trader phase now, I'm going to, well, Balcor was going to wander up here, but he's blocked now, so he's going to have to come through this room full of these guys. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on Wade. Now, Wade is defeated, and he's got some really cool stuff, including that Dyson drawer, which is worth some good money, but is really good defence. It wasn't great for him, actually, but in general it's good defence. So, Balcor has got a health file thing. So, Balcor is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to use his second action to administer this little flask. Unlike the Medistims, it's very quick. It's like an automatic thing. You can just like jam it into someone's leg to get extra health back. You know, this is a little flask. It takes a little bit more time, so you need to spend an action for that, which is not so cool. But I'm spending that. That will give Wade 2 health, and just activate Balcor, and yeah, that'll get him standing up. So he'll get 2 health and up, which is great. So Balcor has only got an effortless action left, so he's just going to really be moving this way to get himself out of here. I think he's on a run. He's a big guy, but he's on the run. I think I'll activate Wade next, as he's just stood up. So let's pop that over there, and I'm going to run him down. He's still only got 2 health. What I could do, I can activate his armour, which will stim him as well. Maybe he can. I've got an armour token here, which will it gives him the standard kind of like 1 armour. But if I use an effortless action, I can activate it. It'll give him 2 health. It'll give him the shield of 2, close combat, and extra movement as well. So I might use. He hasn't got much ammo. I will. I think we're running for our ship anyway. It'll give him 2 health. I'll get 4 rounds. So basically, once activated, it gives these benefits. But in each assessment phase, you lose a health point. I think I can easily, just to be safe, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to activate his armour for an effortless action. So I'll flip that over in his tray. So, I think the first thing I'm going to do, I've got 1 ammo left. I'm going to shoot this liege right here. So I'm going to do that. Last ammo, Cardigan burst fire, not got enough ammo left. And I'm going to shoot that liege. That's absolutely useless, so that's no good to me. And I've got no more ammo left, so I'm going to make a run for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get myself here. I forgot to put my extra health in that armour boosted me for. Okay, so that's Wade done. I'm going to Balcor done. I'm now going to. I've got a drone just here, which is in a precarious position. I've also got a liege here, so I'm going to shoot this drone first because it's got no cover. So I will do that with my 12 pistol. Yes, thank you very much. Put that over there. For my second action, I'm going to take a go at this liege here. He's got a bit of cover, but I can remove the cover if I move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got a direct line now. So so my 2 actions are gone, but I'm going to spend a skill peg, take my second shot, take that liege on. Now, okay, that didn't work. So I've only got hopper left. So I'm gonna wander him down towards a ship. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. He has got some assistance skills, so I'm going to leave him standing there. Bit of cover from this pillar if anything spawns over here, so that's fine. And that's my traders spent. So it's now the firstborn phase. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to immediately spawn 2 drones. I've got 3 available, so let's roll for that. We've got 1 comes down at 4, which is just here. And we have got another one which comes down at 5, which is over here. That could have been a lot worse. I'm gonna spawn a liege, but I haven't got any spare liege at the moment, so I'm going to have to rank down to a drone, which is going to appear at 6. Pressure's on. I'm going to roll for an iconoclast. Okay, which is coming in at 5. That's a result, because that's all the way over here. Lovely. Okay, and so I'm going to flip this down, and I'm going to place the trueborn here. Now he's all incoherent and wandering around at the moment. Okay, sleepy. So he's and we're going to activate him now. I'm going to activate with the highest rank, which is a rank 5 of the trueborn. But in this state here, he's just going to scatter. So I'm going to scatter him, and he's kind of coming this way, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and straight to the rockworm. No, not quite, but he's going through the door. 1, 2. So he's wandered over here. The next rank is going to be the iconoclast at rank 3. So we're going to go. He's got no line of sight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got line of sight of Ariana there. So he's going to make a ranged attack, and he's got a pretty good ranged attack of 3. Okay, so he's going to do that. Okay, he doesn't actually make the attack, but he has rolled the phase, so that will put him within 1 inch of the nearest trader, which in this case is Wade. So that's put the pressure on a little bit. And okay, so then we've got the liege. Okay, so because the trueborn is awake, the nearest liege, which would be this one, will immediately spend all its actions making its way towards the trueborn, because he needs to attend him and he needs to wake him up so he's ready for combat. Right now he's not a threat, unless you try and attack him in this state, in which case you're going to get all sorts of crazy stuff happen to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here, so he would avoid this rockworm. And then we have got this liege here. He's going to attack Balcor, so let's do that. First attack. Right, Balcor takes 1 hit on that, and we've also rolled the fear. So I'll mark Balcor with a fear token. If that fear token is not removed, Balcor will run in the opposite direction, basically. You won't have control of him next turn. He'll just spend all actions basically just moving away. He's succumbed to the fear. So that's that, and he's got a second attack. And luckily that's okay, because Balcor's getting low on health. Okay, so that's the liege done out. Okay, so drones now. Starting with this drone here, you can see Cassie, so I'm going to do that, roll that. That's okay, which is great. I've got another drone over here. It's got no target, so it's going to move first. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now got a target of poor old Balcor. So let's roll for that. Oh, no. Okay, he's down to 1 health. Okay. We've got a couple of drones over here with no target. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't quite make it. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. And I've got this drone over here as well, haven't I? These characters have got cover, but it will move to remove the cover if it helps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll make that move action, and it can shoot through its own drone if in base contact with it. It's now going to shoot Wade, which is fine. Shoot away. Let's have a look. Oh, maximum roll. Oh dear. Okay. Well, Wade's got his armor activated, which is really good. So he's already got a shield of 2. So the damage he's doing is only 1. So so that's fine. I'm quite happy with that. And that is the firstborn phase over. It's into the NPC phase. We have got a rockworm activated that's got nothing to attack, but we haven't got any hunters. So sometimes what can happen is you'll have the hunters on, and we'll activate those, and they'd start working their way towards the rockworm. If the rockworm's available on the board, they will work towards it and try and defeat that rockworm and take the trophy. You can try and persuade them and do various things. The hunters sometimes turn up before a rockworm arrives, in which case they kind of move from wormhole to wormhole. They're quite of a good asset. If you can get them on your side, you'll have a little bit more firepower until a rockworm tempts them away. But we haven't got those, which is fantastic. And so last of all, we just have the assessment phase. So I'm going to remove my counters. Whether I'm going to make it or not, I don't know. Looks like the Trueborn's going to be woken up in the next round. Anyway, once he's up, he's going to be moving at lightning speed towards the traders. All my traders are in one place. I reckon I can get them off my ship. But we'll see. We've got an iconoclast there. I just don't know. Probably the event cards will scupper any kind of plans that I tried to put together. But yeah, I guess that will be the end of that particular round. Okay guys, well hopefully you enjoyed that round breakdown for the new course base Firstborn. If you've got any questions or anything else that you need to discuss, why don't you jump in the comments on the Kickstarter page and just start having some of our crazy chat that goes on in there. But otherwise, yeah, I'll see you in the comments.